G'day everybody. I want to talk about oil again and a theory that I talked about. I don't know if I pulled down this on the come and get me one because I put up a lot that I knew would shit stir, and then I've removed them hundreds of clips, or at least 100 and something, right? Roughly. I reckon I had up there. I had a lot, and they're all tucked away again, and I'll bring them back out one day. But some of them I might just re-mention in a different way, which is what I've been doing. And so I want to talk about my oil theory until I know better. It's a theory, right? And I've looked up things and I can't find anyone that talks about this theory that I've talked about before when it comes to oil around the planet. Now, we have to earn this planet, earn its environment. How did everything come? It come over time. And it got better as things sat and changed, right? To rocks, to nice clean water, to oil, right? And all these things have a place, like everything has a place. There's a reason for it, right? And my theory when it comes to oil is it's like an oil heater. We have oil heaters, right? Oil is good to hold heat or even hold cold, far as at least I know. But I know it definitely holds heat well, right? As we use them for oil heaters. So I'm trying to get you to see it like an oil heater, but it cools and heats, right? This oil. And it's all around the world. And it got to a point where there was enough oil blah, 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 all around the world, right? To where it made the environment that man lived in right up until these days, until we started distracting the oil, if I'm right with this theory, right? And if you distract the oil and it's there for a purpose, to make the environment the way it is, the planet the way it is, to keep the rays, to keep it warm in ways when rays change, because we go back and forward from the sun and all that. And so if I'm right about it, and they're sucking the oil out because it's God's gift apparently, right? So people on the list, if they get to find anything and no one can fight them over it, it's God's gift. Right? That's how they think. Right? I thought that way one time as well, and I found out it was wrong, and I fixed that. Well, I haven't been having a 100% answer on it, but I'm on my way to fix that, as I knew it was wrong. As it's nothing on this planet is just yours because no one's asking for it. It's all of ours still, and what are you doing with it? Right? So when it comes to the oil, and it is a part of the planet to keep the way we had it until these days, right? Is that it keeps us sustained, balanced. And so if you keep pulling it out, what's it going to do? We're either going to get hotter or colder in certain areas where the oil was meant to keep us balanced. And why do we pull out oil? Did we really, really need oil? Was oil the last thing that we needed to have to make this world that we're in? Or did we have lots of other choices? But we didn't go that way because oil was cheapest and it was just there and we could just take, you see. And the ones on the list can make a lot of money because they can just take. It's God's gift, they say. What do you think is going to happen? Do you believe that God goes, well, if you're going to pull out my God's gift that I put there so it's a planet, its whole self, right? Then go ahead. Maybe you can take a little, but you're taking too much of God's gift. It's like saying the animals God gives, like the dude in Noah bites their head off. They're God's gift. And if we're fucked it up, that's like what we have now. We float around in water. But we get to have a couple of us because God loves us and he will restart again. Just, I want to be on that list. They're here for us, son. No, you're here as a balance. And if you don't have them, you have nothing. So what are you? You're the devil. As you see in that show, he's not a nice guy at all. And as you all laugh about people getting karma, and if you think that's right, and you think people deserve it, so you have a laugh, they'll say. It's all good. Well, you can, but you can't. You know why? Because if you're actually higher up, you probably wouldn't. Otherwise, the gods would be laughing while everyone's floating around. So let's put it into you're the gods thinking. And everyone's getting their karma now. You warned them, you gave them everything. Now they're all floating around. And they're going, oh, help me, God. He's not helping. He's up there laughing. Just like yous would do it to your enemy and shit. You dumb idiots. Or will he be crying instead? Which couldn't even cause more rain. You could say, stories. Huh? You really need to practice what you preach out there. Right? Who's a professional out there? And does a professional mean they know the words but they don't practice it? So yeah, here it is, and you're all screwed. What's the point of that? Oh, I'll get paid, or my family will be shot. So I've got to do this. Oh, I see the point. So we're all screwed then, aren't we? Yep, that's why in some movies when everything goes wrong, you see all the last people just fuck off and want to get on boats and have a holiday before the end. Because, yeah, we just screwed it already. Should have done it 50 years ago, these things. We should have done it when we said it halfway through. We've been saying it when it comes to the end of the last 150 years. We should have done at least halfway through there. We would have been right. Gee, he goes with us halfway, but we just kept on going. We couldn't help to see who had the most money in the end. How easy it was and have a laugh. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there for you, people. And let me know if you find anyone else that talks about what I talked about, so we can look at it with computers and stuff, because a theory's a theory, right? And let us know that oil doesn't affect a planet, or does have effect to a planet at a big scale, as we all know. And what happens when you start to affect that big scale. So have a good one, and see you later.